Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Learner Spot by Choosy. I have been telling everyone repeatedly to not let these harsh times hamper your studies. Stay safe at home and keep learning. Today I'm following this rule. Though I'm COVID positive, I'm not going to let it stop me from teaching you all. But please bear with me if my voice sounds clear or I sound confused. So let's begin. Now, today I'm going to talk about the next topic in the syllabus of English grammar for Standard 5 and above. I will introduce you to the different parts of speech. I'll discuss all the parts of speech at length one by one in my future videos. I'm also giving you revision worksheets for whatever you learned today, as I've done with my previous videos. You can avail of them in the description below. So now let's move on to the parts of speech. Speech is a language we speak. Speech consists of words. Each word has a distinctive class or kind. Most of the words can be used under the heading of different classes, in different sentences, or in different parts of the same sentence, depending upon the sense we want to convey through them. In dealing with language, words are the parts that are used to build up sentences in much the same way as a mechanic puts together many bits to compile his machinery. Like the mechanic, you must be familiar with the parts that are needed and the use or purpose of each different part. The English language has thousands of words, but all of them fall into just 8 groups or classes known as the parts of speech. All words must belong to one of these 8 classes, but do not think that a word must always belong to the same class. It becomes a part of a speech according to how it is used in a sentence, or in other words, according to the work it does. Hence, if I asked you what part of speech the word is, your reply should be that it depends upon the use of the word in the sentence. So we can say that words are divided into different kinds of classes according to their use, that is, according to the work they do in the sentence. Thus, the speech can be divided into 8 distinctive parts, which are called parts of speech. They are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Firstly, we come to noun. Noun is used as a name of a person, place, or thing. Names can be of all objects we see, hear, smell, taste, touch, or hear. They can be something we can think about but cannot perceive with the senses. Let's take the sentences. Ashoka was a great king. The rose smells sweet. The sun shines brightly. India is a vast country. Mount Everest is the highest peak. Honesty is the best policy. In these sentences, Ashoka, king, rose, sun, India, country, Mount Everest, peak, honesty, policy, all these are nouns. Next, we come to pronoun. A pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun or in place of a noun. Example, my name is Sohan and I have come to see you. My and I is used to denote the speaker and you is denoted instead of Sohan. Rita did not come as she was unwell. The dress is on the table where I kept it. She is used instead of Rita and it is used instead of the dress. So they are pronouns. Now moving further, we come to adjective. An adjective is a word which is used to add something to the meaning of a noun or defines a noun or a pronoun. For instance, my uncle gave me an expensive gift. What kind of a gift? An expensive gift. Reena is a good girl. What kind of a girl? A good girl. So these are adjectives, good and expensive. Next we come to the verb. We all know that verb is a doing word. A verb is used to express action, performance or state. I bought a new book yesterday. Mumbai is a big city. The sun rises in the east. Bought, is, rises, these are all verbs. They tell us what the noun or the pronoun is doing. Next we come to adverb. An adverb is a word used to add something to the meaning of or defines a verb, adjective or another adverb. For example, He is a very good student. She plays extremely well. Cut it lengthwise. Over here, very, extremely well, lengthwise, these are all adverbs. Now we come to conjunction. A conjunction is a word which joins two words or sentences or clauses. Mohan is poor but honest. Either take it or leave it. Ram and Sham went to school. So over here the conjunctions are but, then there we have a pair of conjunctions either or, and is also a conjunction in the third sentence. The seventh class is preposition. A preposition is a word or a group of words used with a noun or pronoun to show how the thing denoted by the noun or pronoun stands in relation to each other. It indicates the relationship of a noun or a pronoun with the remaining part of a sentence. The book is on the table. The cat jumped upon the table. The boy ran across the street. He is fond of tea. This road leads to Delhi. The child fell into the well. So we have prepositions like on, upon, across, off, to, into. All these are prepositions. Lastly, we come to interjection. An interjection is a word which expresses some sentiment or sudden feelings such as joy, sorrow, regret, surprise, contempt, etc. Hurrah, we have won the match. Alas, my uncle is no more. Bravo, well done. So hurrah, alas, bravo, all these are interjections. And they're usually followed by the exclamation point. If you wish to find out what part of a speech a word is, you must put that word in a sentence and find out what work it does. Take the word light for instance. If I say the light is broken, here it is clear that light is a thing, so it is a noun. Now look at the sentence, I will light a fire. Here the word light is used to show what I am going to do, so it is a verb. In another sentence, it may do the work of an adjective. Take the light box, not the heavy one. Here it is describing the box. We also have these examples. Mountains fast in the month of Ramzan. Here fast is a verb. He kept the fast for a week. Here fast is a noun. He ran fast. So here fast is an adverb. Hares are fast animals. So fast is an adjective here. In this way, a word can be used as different parts of speech. To illustrate further, we can say, they arrived soon after. After is an adverb. I went for a short walk after dinner. Here after is a preposition. They arrived after we left. So that's a conjunction over here. As words are divided into different classes according to the work they do in sentences, we cannot say which part of a speech a word belongs to unless we see it used in a sentence. In the sentence, I know that boy, that is an adjective. In the sentence, don't do that, that is a pronoun. In the sentence, I was told that he was dead, that is a conjunction. Let me give an example of a situation in which the right part of a speech was almost a matter of life and death. A dim-witted sailor was below decks on the ship, scrubbing the cabins. Strictly against orders, he lit a cigarette and accidentally set fire to the curtains. In a panic, he rushed to the hatchway and shouted out to the guard standing on watch above, "Fire down below!" Thinking there was an attack, the guard did as he was told, pointed his gun downwards and pulled the trigger. The foolish sailor was lucky to escape with only one bullet hole in his shoulder. Now, what part of speech did the sailor intend fire to be, and what part did the guard think it was? Let's move on to revision time. They left the place after the sun had set. The word after is a conjunction here. We shall wait for you at the bus stop. The word at is a preposition. It's showing the relationship of you with the bus. They left the place soon after. They is a pronoun, left is a verb here. He worked hard for the examination. Hard is an adverb which is modifying the verb worked. I cannot lift this heavy load. Heavy is an adjective modifying the noun load. Krishna comes from a rich family. Krishna is a proper noun, family is a common noun, rich is an adjective. Good heavens, what a sight! Good heavens is an interjection. For more revision, please use the practice worksheets given in the description below. I'll be back soon to talk at length about each part of speech soon. See you again. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Thank you.